teeny weeny little slit, not too big, remember, just like that. Okay, so after you've cut it out, an important thing to do is right at the top, where the middle of your neck is, that's where the fold is. You should make like a little snip, a little triangle, like so. I hope that makes sense to you. So it's just a diagonal line, just a tiny one, just a marker for where the middle is. And again, if you go down to where your hips are and where you want your slits to start, just make a little snip there as well, so that you know where your slits are going to start. So voila, this is your finished kind of like Kameez outline. So at the top, so it's like kind of going in like that, your armhole here, and then you have like the diagonal line there and the neck there. I'll just like twist it around so you can see it properly. That's what it should look like from the top, and then going up like so. That's where the hip is. That's where I made the slit for the actual slits. Going down, and it's very straight from there, and then it's straight from the bottom too. Right, now what to do is separate the two pieces of fabric, like so, yeah, and then just separate them into the front and the back piece. For me, it doesn't really make a difference, but I'll just use this one as my back piece. So what you need to do is fold it in half like so. Make sure it's very exact, and use the little marker that you used at the top for a guide. So here I folded it in half, and what we're going to do now is just make the kind of cutting for the back of the Kameez neck. What you need to do for this is get the tailor's chalk and your tape measure, and generally at the back necks are like around 2 inches deep, so that's just a general. You can have it wider or less wide at the back if you wish, but generally 2 inches down from the top of the Kameez here. Mark 2 inches down like so. What you need to do now is, can you see that the fabric is straight from here and then it immediately goes diagonal here? So where the diagonal bit starts, which is here, make a mark and join these 2 points in a sort of curved line, so it makes a sort of semicircle at the back. So use your tailor's chalk and take your time with this. Okay, so as you can see, I've just made a sort of semicircle going down like so, and just cut around it now with the scissors like so. There we are. So this is the fabric that's come off. That's basically the kind of neck shape that you made for the back. And if you open it out now, like so, it's quite a nice semicircle shape. And just keep this piece of fabric to the side. Right, now when it comes to the extra fabric, you need to be careful that you don't snip off the pieces that you really need. So here, like these little teeny weeny pieces you don't really need, so just snip them off like so. You can chuck them away, so just chuck that to the side. So what I've got here is quite a big piece of fabric, and you can make sleeves with this any way that you please. So if you wanted like sort of quite really long sleeves, and you have quite slim arms, what you can do is just fold this like kind of piece going lengthwise over like so, and give you like quite good sleeves. And you can make 2 pairs of sleeves with that if you half it over, like so. However, I'm just going to use the bottom kind of fabric that I've reserved because I only want like half sleeves. So make sure that this isn't the fabric that you really need. What you need to do is get a nice straight edge of fabric and then fold down the corner so it's at like perfect right angles, like so. And like you need a good like length of fabric there folded. So this is about 15 inches. So just fold that down and grab some scissors and just cut along the line, the folded line, like so. So you have a nice straight diagonal edge. You don't need this piece. Now what to do is measure around 2 inches, like so. Make a mark. And then just cut along that line. So I'm just using my tape measure. I can't be bothered to draw the line. So ideally that's a straight line there. And just cut along it with scissors. What you're left with is like this sort of band, 2 inches wide, and just keep this safe. Keep this with your back piece of the Kameez because this is going to make your back neck. I've just snipped off the sleeve fabric at the bottom and it's a nice rectangle. So what I need to do is find out what my arm round was, and it was about 11.5 inches. So just add like a couple of inches, so mine would be around 15 inches. So half 15 inches, and just like see how much you need to fold. So as you can see, I only need to fold this much and it'll leave me a few centimetres seam allowance. So fold it. Twice. So here it is, nice and straight. Measure the sleeve length. So start at the top here, draw a line, draw a straight line, like so. And measure your length. So mine was 14 inches. What I'm going to do is make that, I'm going to leave 1 inch at the bottom and half an inch at the top. So I'm going to measure 15.5 inches, that's including the seam allowances. So just mark that down on the fabric, on the folded side of the fabric on this side. Right, so draw a straight line at the bottom as well, like so. So that's your sleeve. Now what to do to make the bottom of the sleeve, it depends on how long your sleeve is. So if your sleeve is coming up to here, I'm going to use my elbow round measurement. So that was also that was 11.5 inches. So I'm going to just find 11.5 inches on my tape measure and half it and mark it over here. Okay, to measure the armhole, mine is 17 inches, half the tape measure at 17, place it on the top straight line that you drew at the top of the sleeve, and just make a sort of curve shape, like so. you'll see what I mean when I've cut it out because it'll be more clear. So yeah, just do that.